So, Spyro's back. Great. Can't wait to play that on my PS4. With his return, now seems a good time to review the first Spyro game. Something that isn't crap, and might give me the views I need to justify my pointless existence. But since non-shit reviewers exist, and because I can't make a video and I just don't care, I'll try this new quicker format. Let's keep this brief. We start during a TV interview with the dragons, which definitely contributes to the strong fantasy world building. During this undescript interview, the game's villain, Nasty Nork, is called ugly, so he gets pissed and steals the dragons and crystals. Except Spyro, because he's too short? I don't freaking know. So then Spyro must free the dragons, impulsively collect anything shiny, fight some shitty bosses, another shitty boss, and save the world, I guess. Charging, gliding, and breathing fire are the main things you'll be doing. Spyro controls quite fluently, though turning is sometimes a nuisance. The charge also basically becomes your main movement, because it's faster, hurts enemies, and even if it's unnecessary, you can always give Spyro a concussion. Burning and gliding feel pretty good too, but some minor changes should have been made to the controls. Like, maybe not having an action that's so pointless, Spyro may as well start singing the national anthem of the Dominican Republic. Like porn for my ears. Seriously, you'll want to get every gem you can just to hear that sound. I think I have a problem. The voice acting though makes me wish someone would release me from this mortal realm.
Thank you for releasing me!
There's some nice background noise too that helps to enhance. It's a collectathon, because who needs description? Most enemies and boxes go in one hit, keeping the flow consistent, unlike anything on this channel. Oh yeah, did you know that John Spilsbury, a London cartographer and engraver, is credited with commercialising jigsaw puzzles around 1760. Spyro's moveset is never used for just a specific purpose. There's often many different ways you can traverse the stages. It almost feels like a sandbox, but with an actual focus. So, not a sandbox. You don't even need to be that thorough with the exploration, but if you do that you may as well turn off your system, because the most fun comes from exploring, immersing yourself, and trying to reach 100%. You can just play through it, but you're missing most of the fun. And this video certainly needs some more fun. There isn't much in the way of variation as far as gameplay goes, besides Spyro going apeshit, spitting lava and probably inhaling 1,000 grams of cocaine. Oh, and some flying levels, which exist. The gameplay is very simple, but I think that gives the game a lot of focus. Overall, it's fun to play, but that doesn't change the fact that it is quite a basic game. The characters are so laughable that it's hilarious. Wait. All the dragons seem very similar, and Spyro himself can be such a little prick trying to be funny.
One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
Oh, and Nasty Nork. He exists. Mostly. Level design is great, being both open and linear, if that makes any sense. There is an obvious path usually, but you don't need to follow it. The level design varies depending on the setting too, caves being more structured and grassy plains more open. I like how much freedom you have over how you play. So much freedom I almost feel guilty, like that time, I swear, I think my purchase single-handedly doubled the selling price of Persona 3 on CX. Sorry. You'll want to explore just because it's so fun, testing how you navigate and use Spyro's abilities. There's lots to do and lots of ways to do it. I can see the design adding lots of replayability, helping my freakish gem obsession. I could describe the music by telling you its unique choice of instruments makes such an enchanting atmosphere. It makes me feel nostalgic even when I had never played it before, and create beautiful feelings of childlike wonder. I could do that, But I won't, cause I'd sound like a twat. Seeing the skyboxes through the gates and flying onto levels helps to make each area feel like they're not just random terrains. Even the enemies seem to have a mind of their own and are distinct to their world. The game's charm is easily one of its strongest points, and it seeps through the world building. All the locations seem alive and believable. They just feel so connected. Lucky bastards. This also goes back to the do the game how you want kind of thing, but honestly, progression is a joke. I carelessly, quickly went through the first levels, probably hindered with brain damage, and in about 15 minutes was at Hub 2. The game doesn't expect much of you. Yeah, I know it's a kids game and nobody should ever expect anything of me, but I still feel this is far too lenient. So in conclusion, Spyro gets a 7 out of 10, what the hell did you expect? The game is almost perfect, and its presentation gives it such a feeling of childlike wonder through my empty soul. Yeah, some of its technical sides are a bit dated, and it suffers from being the first, but aside from that, it still holds up I think. No matter what the remake is like though, I hope it doesn't lose the sense of character that made this series special. Not that I can play it, or want to. Nah, this has been far too much happiness. Now, excuse me as I turn off the lights, huddle in a corner and cry myself to sleep listening to Radiohead. Good day.